who were pitching Axe, the teenage deodorant, a few years back. We took a small meeting room, turned it into a teenager's bedroom. There were porn mags under the bed, there were butter dishes with cigarettes out, the pictures of girls all over the wall, and we even had a sweaty creative spend the night in there before just to give it an authentic smell. By the time we started the pitch, after leaving them in there for a full minute on their own, the clients were absolutely convinced that we understood their target market and that we had a lot of passion for the brand.
A concept that's up and running is much harder to shoot down. If you're going to present or pitch an idea for a content-filled website, then you should build a prototype of that exact thing. That way, your audience can fall in love with real editorial and real design and UX live in the room, rather than having to work to understand or to imagine what you're talking about. In this case, we sent tablets loaded up with said prototype to a bunch of folks in New York.
PZ Cussons came to us with the challenge of digitizing their whole business. So we turned the pitch presentation on its head and we ran a workshop. A workshop in the middle of the agency, in the middle of a working day. So there was nothing to hide and there was no selling. It was simply a series of conversations, breakouts, problem solving, involving all the staff in the agency. Gave out a very clear statement that we wanted to work with them, not for them.
For Rolls-Royce, we weaseled a car out of their PR department and then spent the day in it with GoPro cameras, journalists and prospective customers. We also wrote them a personal letter about our experiences and about our thoughts of luxury, which mirrors exactly what their CEO does to prospective customers.
We pitched to a really rock and roll marketing team for Desperados Tequila Beer, which is, you know, rock and roll party beer. And we wanted to prove that we thought in exactly the same way as they did. So to prove that we understood that audience and that marketing team, we got a 15-foot python in the office and lived with it for a week, and to prove that we were, you know, as rock and roll as them, and we would, you know, send them a blog of us, you know, photocopying with the python and making tea with the python. And, you know, the net result was when we got to the pitch and we started talking about the work, they knew that we were the kind of people that, you know, that they could trust, and we thought in the way that they thought.